Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video, if you couldn't already gather from the title of this video, I am going to be trying out edit on release for 1 week on controller. I've decided to do this because I really just want to see what it's like. I want to see if the rumors are true, I want to see if my edits will be faster. I just want to get a feeling for whether I should switch to it or not. I'm not going to switch, I might switch if I like it enough at the end of the week. But we'll just find out. I'm also doing this video to show you guys and tell you guys, the audience, if it's worth switching to. And the pros and cons of it. And at the end of the video, I'll give a conclusion, so stay tuned. Anyway, without further ado, I think we should just get started into day 1. Hope you enjoy. So, on day 1, I hopped on and, I changed the setting. Now, usually I would warm up in my war edit course, but I forgot on the first day, surprisingly. So I just hopped into some 1v1 build fights, and, I was simply just trying to get used to it on the first day. It was nothing too drastic. I obviously, I was getting used to it. Now, obviously I wasn't going to be terrible, because it's not like I was completely changing binds or swapping to claw or anything like that. It's just a setting. It's one button that I don't need to press, so I wasn't going to be terrible, but still, my edits weren't going to be as good. There was the things I struggled on, like double edits in particular. Struggled to do them for some reason, but you'll see as the days went on, I got better at that. But anyway, yeah, day 1 was pretty laid back. I was just learning the bind a little bit, of the setting a little bit, nothing too big. That's about it, really. Here's a win I got as well, so did some creative, got a win, and then kind of just went off for the day. Just to know, I played for this week, I played for about 3 to 8 hours. Kind of varied, but yeah, that's just to let people know if they were planning on switching. Anyway, I'll let you guys see how the win went now, and I'll be quiet until day 2. Yeah, you're not getting away this time! He got out. Oh well, don't worry. He's boxed me. Dead. Lit.
He's really
Dead. All he's done is wrap up. Fighting. Dead. Oh boy. So, happily moving on to day 2. I started out, as usual, with the edit course routine. I did all of the edit course. I'll leave a link in the description to this if you really want to find it. Anyway, I eventually got into some arena after my warm-up. And let me just tell you, I was starting to acknowledge the one less button as the day went by. I mean, it was only day 2 and it wasn't anything big, but I was learning the edit on release, okay? I was acknowledging that I didn't need to confirm. It was one less button I needed to press. A couple more things I'd like to note is, this did get me killed a couple of times. I kept doing edits that I didn't want to. I wasn't used to it, and so that was kind of annoying, but that was all in the learning process. Also, I was pulling out my builds a lot more because my confirm button is also my build switch mode button, so I was pulling out my builds. Obviously I was just getting used to it, but that was day 2 mainly. I even kind of hit a stuffed clip at the end. Check it out. So, moving on to day 3. On this day, I definitely saw some big progression. I was hitting loads more clips. I was getting a lot more used to it. I could definitely see the improvement. And, my aim was feeling better. The edits were feeling better. I was getting more wins. It was great. So, I hopped into arena and popped off. Got like 4 wins. And that's pretty good. Pretty good for the 3rd day. Again, some stuff I noticed on this day was, actually, I couldn't tell if it was placebo or not, but it felt like my edits were kind of worse. Like, just in general, editing the tiles. I couldn't tell if it was a placebo or just me getting used to the new setting. Might be a bit of both. And another thing I noticed, or that I realized actually, was I still need the confirm button for when I'm resetting an edit. Overall, I finished day 3 very happily. I saw the most improvement on this day. Definitely started improving exponentially. I'm seeing a big difference, basically. And without further ado, I was moving on to day 4. Now, unfortunately, I was unable to play as much on day 4. I only got in about 2 hours of practice. So, I kind of just stayed in creative. I also realized that I kind of needed to work on the actual, you know, edit on release more. So, I tried to stay away from arena, and creative was better because, you know, I'm practicing more with building and editing in particular since it's edit on release. But all in all, it wasn't that bad. I did hit a couple of clips here, and to be honest, that was kind of the end of day 4. I did, you know, get some practice in. I did feel like I was playing better. It was a good day, but then we're moving on to day 5. So, on day 5, well, let me just say, I am happy to announce that I made, yet again, some amazing progression on day 5. I don't know what it is, but my edits and everything just improved like that. And if you didn't know, I just clicked my fingers. But anyway, I made a lot of improvements. You know, I could double edit a lot better. All the things I said I wasn't doing so well on in the past couple of days, it kind of just went away, I guess, in muscle memory. And I did really get used to it on day 5. I was playing more creative again because I did want to learn the edit more. And I think it's definitely paid off in the past 2 days. But yeah, there was really no downside to day 5, to be honest. I hit some banging clips. And I was really happily moving on to day 6. So, on to day 6. Now, day 6, honestly, yet again, there was quite literally nothing bad. Everything that I was working on, trying to improve, I improved on. It almost felt like when I didn't play Edit on Release. Like, I couldn't tell the difference. I got used to it, basically, just after 6 days. And, you know, I hit some banging clips. There's a clip coming up here. Probably one of the best ones I hit all week. It was just crazy. I mean, there's not much else to say, really. I got Edit on Release down in less than a week. I was just hitting clip after clip. I mean, not much to say. You know, I thought this would take me longer than a month to get down, but it took me 6 days to basically fully, you know, get my muscle memory in my head and understand Edit on Release. And finally, we made it. Day 7. The last day of my journey. I really don't have much to say. I mean, I had practically fully got Edit on Release down after basically 6 days. I mean, I think the footage speaks for itself, to be honest. You really can't tell the difference from now and from when the setting was off. And really, overall, I am quite heavily considering sticking with the Switch. Because, quite honestly, I don't see any downsides. Other than not being able to hold certain right-hand peaks, I honestly think it's made me better as a whole player as a whole. And with that, my 7-week Edit on Release progression was complete. So, to end the video off, I'm going to leave you guys with a conclusion and my final thoughts on, you know, this setting. So, overall, a really good setting. And it did improve my editing a lot. After only a couple of days, there was a noticeable difference. there were some downsides though, such as not being able to hold certain edits very well, like a right arm peak. Also, on occasions, you can mess up on the timing, which can scuff your edit up. But as long as you learn the settings properly and take your time, this should barely happen, if not ever. So, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. If you really did enjoy and want to support me, please do consider to leave a like and subscribe. It really means a lot, penis. And thank you again. Goodbye.